Herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge unseres NBA 2K15 Let's Plays. Ich bin Rektalyn, ihr schaut Weplaygamesforu und ich habe ein bisschen die Hoffnung, dass wir so... Nein, wir spielen trotzdem auswärts in Sacramento. Wie wir nie den Sprungball gewinnen, ich verstehe das nicht.
And Steve, I think they get the win if that game had been at home instead of on the road.
Jawohl.
Chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go.
Jawohl, George, super.
On the court for Indiana. Little General in at the 4 spot. CJ Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Clarkson is out there with Roy Hibbert. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board.
Ich denke, es fehlt so irgendwie so das letzte Stückchen, um gegen Top-Mannschaften bestehen zu können. Scheiße. Ein Dreier.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Clarkson. That's good.
Super.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Now here's Gay. He's coming off a 10-point game.
Scheiße. Der hätte früher ablassen sollen vom anderen. Aber das Problem ist, dann hätte er auch rüberpassen können im Notfall, wenn es dann doch zu eng geworden wäre. Junge! Junge! Das darf nicht sein, sowas. Oh, oh, oh.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time.
Jawohl.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set
Dürfen nicht so weit aus nach hinten kommen, sage ich jetzt mal. Sehr gut, Offensivfoul. Genau das, was wir jetzt gebrauchen können. Damit können wir das Spiel relativ gut drehen.
And you look at the stat sheet from that night, I mean, the turnovers were just glaring. No way you're going to give up the ball as many times as they did and still win.
Well, not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense and force even more turnovers on the other side. That's the only way you're really going to be able to counteract giving the ball to the opponent at your end.
No good from Little General.
Musste aber.
3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Keiner hat sich getraut vorher. Scheiße ist halt, jetzt haben wir die Führung nicht übernommen. Tolles Passspiel bei den Gegnern, ohne Scheiße, ey. Tolles Passspiel. Und die Verteidigung ist absoluter Crap.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game. Well, the shot was there.
Scheiße, Mann.
I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time. Good. Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Flippe aus, ne?
Pacers trail by 5.
Danke.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. No good from Little General.
Ja, langsam sollte ich auch ein bisschen hier. Ne?
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
Now here's Cousins.
Wie sie da rumhüpfen, ey. Wie die Tiere. Als würden sie uns lächerlich machen wollen. Von denen sind wir schon 5 Punkte hinten. Clarkson wieder mit dem Foul, sehr gut. Er kann das nicht so gut.
Thompson comes in for Carl Anthony, and it's Williams in for McLemore. The Pacers also changing it up. West is checked in for Hibbert. Allen comes in for CJ Miles, and it's Vasquez in for Clarkson. Here's McCallum, right now averaging 5 points a game. Shot clock at 3. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Gut.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Foul bekommen.
And 2 shots coming up at the line.
Ausgezeichnet.
And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento.
Sitz.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Sitzt noch besser.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Cousins. Stauskas comes in for Rudy Gay. And Sessions subbed in for McCallum. Now, here's Thompson.
Immer schön aufpassen.
That's good.
Ach,
from
scheiße.
Sessions on the assist by Thompson.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy
Das
as
war
that.
so schon getroffen. Was glaubst du
6
das?
points for Little General. Sacramento leading by 3.
Ist auf 3 Punkte Rückstand
Now here's Sessions.
runtergearbeitet.
Right now averaging 7 points
Der
a
ist mir ein
game.
bisschen zu agil hier, den wir decken müssen.
Thompson against Anderson. Lock at 6. Williams for 3.
Ach, leck mich doch. Kommen sie mit einem 3-Punkte-Wurf an.
Williams has got his first 3 points of the game. Pacers trail by 6.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah,
Sehr gut.
slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Ach, ich darf.
Indiana, they have gone 2 for 2 in the
Sehr
game.
gut.
That's good from Little General.
Und auch der sitzt. Wunderbar.
Take a look at what Little General's been doing. He's already up to 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Now here's Sessions. Here's Stauskas. Nobody near Williams. They get it again. Shot good by
Scheiße.
Williams. Williams has got his first basket.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Pacers trail by 6. Pass to Little General. Indiana moving the ball around.
Allen.
Allen. No good off the back of the rim.
Hätte da wenigstens Dreier gemacht, ey.
Averaging 10 points per contest. Stauskas.
Gut.
Rebound by Anderson.
Los. Mach den Punkt. Mach den Punkt. Vasquez.
No good on that last second attempt there.
Hätte ich auch nicht anders erwartet, ehrlich gesagt. Von dem
And
Depp.
now the just getting set to start. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to
Was
you?
sind wir? Small forward?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they've played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
Rudy Gay is out there with Derek
Und er sitzt,
Then it's
jawohl.
McLemore. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Sessions in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Ausgezeichnet.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Thanks,
Good.
Kevin. Little General in the last game against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He ended with 22
Und er hat's
points
gemacht.
and collected
Super.
6 huge rebounds to go with that. Overall, it was just a complete performance from him where he felt like he played his best all season. He hopes to continue it, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
Well, as he often does, Kevin, and we'll see.
Schade. Egal, wir sind immer nur 4 Punkte zurück.
Momentum that he took away from that game, he's got to be feeling confident.
Well, I don't know if it'll carry over, but clearly the fact that you have a high-level performance in your recent memory bank has to do you some good. And like you said, Steve, we'll find out tonight whether it continues.
And the Pacers with possession here. Sacramento making their last shot. Here's George. And the
Und er hat's
Pacers
gemacht.
take on 2
Sehr
more.
gut, George.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've steadied themselves a little bit, trying to close this gap.
2 Punkte Unterschied nur.
Carl Landry's checked in for Sacramento. Ray McCallum comes in for Sessions. And a change for the Pacers. Hibbert's checked in.
Okay, so Leute.
And McCallum kicks to Cousins. The drive by Gay. The feed to McCallum. Back to Gay. There's the dish to McCallum. McLemore, the pass to Landry. Kicks it to McLemore. Fires the 3. McCallum
Scheiße. Macht er den Dreier, ey. Haben so schön entspannt
Not
runtergespielt.
to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column.
Gut, George, ey.
The shot by George.
Eigentlich.
Boy, he had a good look at that one. You hate to miss that shot.
Hätte er machen müssen, das stimmt schon.
Here's McCallum. He has 5. At the top of the key, Gay. Cousins with a screen on George. From deep, McLemore. Here's Cousins. Foul call that time.
George hat gefoult, sehr gut.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense,
Yeah, der erste ist schon mal nicht drin, sehr gut.
They did, preventing the and one.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Pacers trail by 5.
Beide Freiwürfe hat er nicht gemacht.
In the corner, Miles with it. High.
Foul bekommen, sehr
So the
gut.
whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's on Carl Lentz.
Sitz.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Jawohl, ey, also im Moment geht's.
In Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well,
3 Punkte liegen wir zurück.
Gut,
Hibbert.
Lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
Now George.
Ist ja nur ein Rebound.
Gay's 3-point attempt. And it's Hibbert missing. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And McCallum kicks to McLemore. He feeds it to McCallum.
Oh, wow, wow, 12 Sekunden haben sie noch.
McLemore with the ball. He's coming off a 10.
Keine Defense da. Keine Defense
Tell
da.
you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make
Yeah.
like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Bin
Fantastic
begeistert.
pass. He turned that one
14
into a
Punkte
pretty
bisher.
easy basket for
Aber wir
his
müssen
teammate.
echt so was Rebounds angeht noch mal ein bisschen dran arbeiten.
And McCallum kicks
Yeah.
to Paul George with the
Super
steal.
George.
Here's Clarkson. Hibbert, the pass
Danke.
to Little General. The second chance effort. Hibbert
Yeah,
himself
die
up.
Drehung,
And
ey,
again,
heftig.
the basket from Little General. Little General's got 8 here in the quarter. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of their first 5
Haben wir
shots
jetzt
to drop
pro
in the second
Viertel
quarter.
haben wir 8 Punkte gemacht, das ist gut.
Now McLemore. He
Hier
has
natürlich
6.
jetzt nochmal.
Here's
Ach scheiße,
Cousins.
hier wisst ihr, ihr habt jetzt gesehen, wieder keinerlei
Cousins
Defense
has
da.
got his second basket of the game.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Thompson, he's checked in for Cousins. Stauskas comes in for Rudy Gay. And Lewis Williams subbed in for McLemore. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Chris Anderson is checked in for Hibbert. Ennis comes in for George. Allen's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Vasquez.
Scheiße.
Clarkson.
Anderson,
dishes
gut
to
gemacht.
Vasquez. Allen kicks to Ennis. Back to Allen. Some nice passing here by Indiana.
Und er sitzt, jawohl.
Little General.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Hoffentlich, ey. Das könnte das beste Spiel werden, das wir bisher hatten.
Pass to Stauskas.
Zumindest was so
Takes a
Punkte
three.
angeht.
And he gets the
Scheiße, dann macht er natürlich die 3
Stauskas
Punkte.
has
4
got his
Punkte
first bucket
Unterschied.
of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen, and the other
Okay.
using it to get that separation.
Little General.
Foul bekommen und extra Punkte-Chance. Sehr gut.
And he's going to the line for one more.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt.
Jawohl, ich glaub's
He's
nicht.
been very effective so far.
So nice gerade. Ist auf einen Punkt rangekommen. Aber die Defense ist bei uns halt absolute Grotte.
Here's Stauskas. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Nein, ey.
Williams' shot is off.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess
Danke.
whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Allen passes to
Raus jetzt,
Anderson.
raus. Gut, oh,
Here's
Glück gehabt.
Little General. He kicks it to Anderson. Clock at 4. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Little General.
Und er sitzt.
Good. With time running down in the shot
Super
clock.
Glück gehabt, ey. Ich hab einen Lauf
Little
gerade.
General's got
Führung.
23. The Kings trailing. And here's Sessions. Thompson left side. He dishes it to Williams. Back to Thompson. 4 seconds left. And he makes it look easy.
Fuck.
Dunking it hard with one hand. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Ah, schade, ey. 2 Sekunden länger und wir hätten ja noch einen Korb gemacht. Egal. Wir liegen mit einem Punkt zurück. Das ist, denke ich, ein ganz gutes Ergebnis.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Ich würde sagen einfach, wir waren entspannt.
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I don't try to force it on offense, good things happen. That's why I've had success here early on.
Scheiße, man, da hat sogar recht. Wenn wir es nicht erzwingen, dann kommt das Spiel ganz alleine zu uns. Aber andererseits, wenn man mal bedenkt, wie viele Punkte habe ich jetzt? 18 oder was? Auch wenn es über mich laufen lassen, okay. Ne, 23 von 31 Punkten. Das ist schon lächerlich irgendwo.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
On the court for Indiana. Little General, he's in at the force.
Gut gemacht. Ein Dreier. 2 Punkte Führung.
Roy Hibbert is out there with Clarkson.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Defense, defense, defense.
And McCallum kicks to McLemore. Feeds to Cousins. Can't get it to go.
Rebound.
Great D that time from Hibbert. Indiana leading. Here's Miles.
Gut, Miles. Ey, was ein Tier. Und ein Assist hat er mir auch noch geschenkt. Oh nein, ich glaube, er ist verletzt. Ach du Scheiße, Miles. Nicht, dass sein Bein abfällt.
Tony Allen's checked in for CJ Miles.
Den Pass abfangen, das muss man irgendwann mal schaffen, das wäre geil. Hibbert hat gefoult, aber die sind ja nicht so gut, was so Freiwürfe angeht. Vielleicht haben wir da Glück.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to
Jawohl, wie gesagt, ey. Nicht die Besten.
Yeah, you mentioned their lack of size and strength compared to the post players around the NBA, but I've always found that the best rebounders usually aren't the biggest guy. They're the most tenacious, and they have excellent timing and the ability to get off their feet multiple times quicker than their opponent.
Little General, the pass to Hibbert.
Komm, Hibbert.
It's hauled in by the Kings. Cousins has got his fourth.
Den hätte er machen können. Den hätte er machen können.
Puts it up from 12. Nice jump shot. Good.
Okay, nur noch ein Punkt Unterschied.
Well, he knew that with his height advantage over his man, it was really a good decision just to rise up and take the jump shot. That's his comfort zone.
Los, zurück. Lauf, Junge, lauf. Jetzt muss die Defense klicken.
George picks him up. Gay dishes to Cousins. And Indiana called for the foul.
Clarkson, was machst du denn da, du Kackvogel? Rennt er den einfach um?
Good job at the line.
Problem ist, dass wir einen Verletzten haben einfach. Na, gefällt dir die Kamera? Wieder 5 Punkte vorne, die Gegner, ey. Leck mich doch. 1 Minute 10 jetzt hier. In dem Viertel noch über im dritten. 7 Punkte vorne. Was ist das denn? Das ist doch lächerlich, ey. Super Team, was wir da haben. Okay.
Kevin, I spoke with head athletic trainer for the Pacers. Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. There is no chance of his return to this game from the.
Der hat einen Oberarmbruch. 6 bis 8 Wochen hat er gestanden. Ist aber gehumpelt. Arme Kerl. Das ist überhaupt nicht gut.
You can't afford to dwell on it. I mean, you've got to come up with another plan and move forward.
And that's not easy to do, guys, because it's very emotional for everybody on the team to see him go down. You're right, Clark. I mean, they've got to figure it out and move on.
Und der sitzt, jawohl.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be.
Ja, ohne Scheiß, ey.
I don't think they'd have a chance without him.
And Sessions kicks to Williams.
Auch ich glaube, dass sie ohne mich keine Chance haben.
Passes to Thompson. Outside Williams. Out to Sessions.
Fuck, fuck, fuck. Kings am Ball, wir waren noch dran, okay. 13,9 Sekunden, 5 Sekunden bis zur Shot Clock. Yeah.
And now here comes Vasquez leading the break. Little General the pass to West. From 11 feet away. Here's Little General. And he
Ja, Offensiv-Rebound und nochmal gepunktet in letzter Sekunde. Glück gehabt, ey. 5 Punkte immer noch. Aber wir haben einen Punkt oder 2 Punkte abgeknapst jetzt vor dem vierten Viertel. Vasquez mit dem Assist.
Well, no question, this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the tease he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
Kommt, Leute. 27 Punkte bisher.
Sessions out there with Williams. And it's Stauskas in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Williams dishes to Cousins. Back to Williams. Here's the floater.
Scheiße.
He gets the bucket.
Warum tut denn da keiner verteidigen?
The fourth quarter here for the Kings. Pacers trail by 7. Now here's Vasquez. Little General the pass to West. Nice D from Cousins.
Oh, West. Wäre unterm Korb nur ein bisschen besser, ey.
Stauskas kicks to Sessions.
Schon wieder 7 Punkte Unterschied. Das ist zum Brechen.
Into Jason Thompson. And a beautiful feed.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Und das ist...
Kings lead is cut down now to just 7 on the
Jawohl.
bucket from Little General.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Boy, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
Time out, time out.
Carl is checked in for Thompson. Gay comes in for Stauskas. McLemore's checked in for Williams. And Ray McCallum subbed in for Sessions. Indiana also making some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for West.
Aufpassen hier.
Allen comes in for Ennis. And it's Clarkson in for Vasquez. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Rebound.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down.
Scheiße, ey, den Rebound hätte ich holen müssen. Und ich hab... Nee, Allen hat gefoult. Okay, okay.
Statement here, guys, going inside for 8 of their last 10 points.
Time to man up on D and stop these free runs to the
Scheiße.
rim.
10 Punkte Unterschied, ey.
Scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Kings.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Jawohl, gut
I've been
gemacht.
impressed with how well they penetrated tonight too. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Kings leading
3 Minuten 55 noch. Ich meine, rein theoretisch, wenn wir jetzt einen Lauf starten würden, es würde ja noch passen, von der Zeit her. Wir müssen halt nur wirklich hier Defense zeigen, die nicht von dieser Welt ist.
Little General's got his 5th rebound in this one. The drive by Allen. Here's Clarkson. Good on the
Gut gemacht.
shot. And now just a
5 Punkte auf einmal nur noch.
And in a virtual free look at a 3-point shot, the defense completely lost him there.
And McCallum kicks to Gay.
Junge, Junge, Junge. Wie sie hier die Zeit runterspielen wollen, das kotzt mich an. Aber ich meine, es ist ja verständlich letztendlich. Scheiße. 3 Minuten noch.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
And George kicks to Clarkson. To the left side wing. Allen, right side.
Allen. Rebounded.
He's covered by Landry.
Gepunktet. Jawohl.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Yeah. Block rausgehauen.
In a little over 3.5 minutes.
Im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes.
Here in the fourth.
Nein. Lauf jetzt, Junge, lauf.
Goes up.
Scheiße.
That couldn't have gone better for him. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish.
Das haben nicht wir verloren.
I like that type of
Das hat unser Team
I gotta
verloren.
say, Clark, I didn't expect them to play it that way, but a great steal, and then they get out and run. Awesome.
Danke.
And Carl Landry picks up the
Wie,
foul.
was? Laundry hat doch das Foul gemacht. Wieso kriege ich dann hier einen von wegen Ballverlust erzählt? Wurde gefoult. Ah, nein, Leute. Ach, Wechsel Vasquez läuft aber auch nicht schnell genug, ne? Steht er mit seinem fetten Arsch erstmal da vorne weiter.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
Here's Hibbert.
Hibbert, Mann, du bist direkt unterm Korb und kriegst nichts geschissen, du Kackvogel.
McLemore dishes to McCallum.
Warum spielen die Leute überhaupt Basketball, wenn sie gar keinen Bock haben?
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Das ist so böse.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw.
Ach ja, Hibbert, dann klaust du mir noch mal einen Rebound oder was?
Well, to keep a lead like this, they should continue to attack the paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line. You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter.
Nur noch eine knappe Minute, ey.
McLemore kicks to Landry. 6 on the shot clock.
Da waren wir dran. Jawohl, noch ein Block. Das ist Spiel der Saison und wir verlieren.
Landry Fields checking in for Vasquez. 104 left in the game.
Yeah. Zeitüberschreitung.
Mark the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out a win.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper
Jawohl.
hand with the first victory for this matchup with a 1-0 record against the Pacers.
And you see the contributions from the role players on the team, and boy, what a game it
Wie
was.
sie jetzt schon gelobt werden, ich hasse das, ey.
Brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see.
Die sind so toll, bla 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 bla.
And McCallum kicks to Gay. Cousins with a screen for Gay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Cousins gets it to go.
Well, that's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back.
Ja.
Not anymore. Any chance of that?
Der hat den Sack
went
zugemacht.
out the window a while ago.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Kann er die Zeit jetzt einfach runterlaufen lassen, ey.
Here's McCallum.
Die Niederlage ist so gut wie sicher. Und da ist es auch vorbei. Bitter, bitter, bitter.
Hey Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by.
Ich bin so sauer.
Well, Rudy, congratulations.